Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Wanda's Workbasket for all things creative and crafty with a little bit of inspiration mixed in. It's good to see everybody tonight. Michelle and Tammy and Denise and Ruth and Anita and Jamie. Hello, hello. Hey, glad to see everybody on this in Pennsylvania. It's a cold, snowy night. It's in the 20s. What's it like where you are? Are you cold and snowy as well? I didn't work yesterday because of Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and I didn't work tonight because of snow. They had an at-home school day. Hi, Marla. 14 degrees, Jamie. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. 14 degrees. 73. Nice. I can live with that. Hey, Gemma. Hey, Gemma. We're just saying, hey, Bonnie. Hello, Bonnie. We're just saying hi to everyone, and we're saying what temperature it is where we're living right now. Today here in Pennsylvania, southeast Pennsylvania, halfway between Philadelphia and Allentown, we're at about 23 degrees and a cold and snowy evening. The snow is gone, but it's very chilly here tonight. 8 degrees when you woke up. 16 degrees tomorrow. This is Fahrenheit, by the way, not in centigrade. 21 and icy, not fun. Hi, Rodney and Tracy. Tracy, minus 8 degrees with snow. Tammy. Oh, man, absolutely. 1 degree Celsius there. Well, that is freezing. That's 32 degrees here. We're a little bit lower than that, but yeah, you're in the middle of the night too, Gemma. Gemma's coming to us from like 3 in the morning, I believe. She's 5 hours ahead of us. 14 in northern Georgia. Yeah, it is cold. I think I may have to amend our temperature. Let me just double check what the temperature at the moment right where I am is. Let me just double check. No, I don't want to play my puzzle. 22 degrees. I'm sorry. 22 degrees Fahrenheit. Let me take a sip of water. What are you drinking tonight? Anybody drinking anything warm? 2 a.m. where Gemma is. 14 degrees northern Georgia. Yes, it is. Hi, Dawn. Hello, hello. -1 with snow for 3 days. 8 degrees with snow. Oh, okay, Denise. Hot tea. Yep. You're my girl here. Oh, Gemma's going back to work real quick. Okay, we'll catch you. We'll catch you in a minute. Coffee for Bonnie. Hey, how did you like? Of course, tea. How did you like the new avatar? Oh, you know what? I'm going to ask you that once my hubby gets here. Flavored water, Anita. Great. My hubby, the black hole, is going to be, it might break in a little bit this evening. Man, I'm back to work, but on a tea break now. Okay. You're back to work, but on tea break. Well, we're glad to have you for as long as your tea break lasts, and if we're still on, for you to come back on. I am delighted to see that some of the prizes got to their intended persons from the last few weeks, that you got your little packages. I mailed a few out, and I do want to ask till past. Okay. I do want to ask that if you have won a Tuesday night prize or that Saturday morning prize before, don't put your name in for the little prizes, but you're definitely already listed for the end prize, for the grand prize but is that January 27th. We're going to be on at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I just want to, give more people a chance to win the little prizes on the Tuesday evenings. But the next Saturday prize will be the grand prize, and everybody's eligible for that who has got their information sheet in. Oh, you're most welcome, Tracy. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Some of those things that I've been giving out have been things that came in the Advent calendar packages that I know that I won't be doing, but I'm delighted to be able to pass them along. I have a few other things here that'll make a good prize, but I will keep that veiled for tonight, and the prize winner may want to reveal that in the Facebook group if you'd like to at another time. So I look forward to giving that out tonight. And oh yeah, I'm hoping that my hubby's going to join us in chat. Anybody else want to join to co-host with me tonight is welcome to. Hubby won't co-host. He doesn't want his picture on the camera. But anybody else want to co-host with me while you, if you're able to, if you have a camera on your computer or your phone and you're joining me, I'm more than welcome. Just say something in the chat and I will give you the code, and you're more than welcome. It's always fun to have something. You're wearing a uniform. Now that's okay. And I know you only have very, very short breaks, so I don't want you to feel like you have to. We'll get you on Saturday. Hello, TM. Oh yes, thank you for putting progress pictures under when Tammy puts it up on the Facebook group for you to put your progress under certain messages. It helps us keep in mind who is actually playing the game for the prize, so to speak. I'm almost a third of the way through Insane in the Membrane by Dreamer Design. Hello. Not tonight, but I'm going to have to take you up on that sometime. I wish you would. I hope you do. I'm open to, if you're ready, just come in, let me know. Maybe email me ahead of time and say, hey, I'd love to join you as co-host tonight for chat, and I'll be glad to bring you in. It's always more fun to have more people up in hearing your chat. I do have a little thing. Let's see. Also, it helps also if Wanda wants to go through the progress page. It does help me to do that. And I have been going through some of the progress pictures. I go through every message anyway. And I usually at least like them or at least put a heart on them to let you know that I've seen them. For the most part, I really, really love seeing your projects. It's been so cold. I haven't been able to get into my craft room, but I got some gnome Christmas ornaments done from Diamond Dots. Very good, Jamie. Very good, Jamie. Cool. Where do we put the progress pics? In the Facebook group, your initial pic should go under the pinned beginning comment under the new beginnings heading. And Tammy just put a new message up. It says, put your progress pics here. There will be one in another week, I assume, toward the last week of January, like before the 27th. If you want to put up any, I think it would be probably next week, maybe Wednesday next week or something, Tuesday or Wednesday next week. We'll put your final pictures here. You just need to have a progress. You don't need to have completed your picture. Let's put that out there too. We want to keep it as light as we can. And it just helps us. I'm going to go through all the pictures anyway, but it helps us know who's eligible for the grand prize. And so that we don't miss anyone. That's all. we want to make it as easy as possible for you and for us to make sure we don't miss you. That's the thing. I've been trying something, and I'm going to go into my settings and take off this background temporarily because I love the backgrounds. So I've been putting up a new screen behind me. My mom, I just dug it out on my mom's sewing room. I've got to fix it up. It's a little bit broken. I've got to fix the one panel because it's detached from the one thing. Hi, Tammy. Tammy Vickers, glad to have you here. And yeah, so that's going to be a new backdrop, and I want to use it for making videos and things like that. And also that way I can show you what I'm doing and it won't be blurring out and disappearing sections of me at a time. And I still get to hide my clutter in the background. Lately my friend and I have been doing something called Neurographica. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's a way of integrating scribble drawing and coloring and like bringing stuff up from the unconscious. It really belongs on my Drawing Nearer channel, and it's going to be on there soon. But this is something I put together yesterday afternoon, Neurographica. And what you do is you put an intention on it, then you scribble, then you smooth out things to make it look like neurons, and then you color in. And you're thinking about the problem or the intention you wrote on the back. And then at the end, you write a little synopsis of the things you're learning. And today I was since I didn't have to work, I was in my spiritual direction and trauma class. And to keep my body moving so that my fibromyalgia doesn't absorb any more trauma from being in a trauma class, I need to keep my body expressing itself. So I started this Neurographica. And this one was called Penny for Your Thoughts because I was pushing a penny around with the Sharpie. And this one is called Pockets of Pain because I was pushing things away from my fibromyalgia pain. So that is not done. I just worked with one color, like a color stick, a pencil. It's the Arteza Woodless Watercolor, and that's in magenta with the 2 Sharpie markers. That is what I was doing today, and it's not done. It's just what I've been working on. And I even found this book that I was going to do for my junk journaling. That it's a poem book. It's called Follow This Thread, and a maze book to get lost in by Henry Eliot. And during it, in the middle of the book, it's like a poem or a little book, and it's got like pages with this red line running through it. Sometimes it makes pictures, sometimes it doesn't. And I'm going to use this book to try to do some Neurographica in. Wouldn't that be fun? And maybe I'll try it with my my kids, the club kids or something. Let's see. Oh, I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it. Oh, yeah, there's a buy me a coffee. There's other ways to support the channel for free, and I thank you that you're already doing that by showing up for the hour or two, and that's the biggest way to support the channel. And stick a comment below when you see this on the replay. Let me know you're watching the replay, and thank you. And that's the biggest way. And the other way is to just click. You already clicked the subscribe, but hit the like bell. The more likes you have compared to how many people are watching, the more that ratio goes up, the better it is for the algorithms. So if everybody would hit the like button, that would be a huge bonus. there are the buy me a coffee is like buy me a pot of tea. That's a once and done donation if anybody would like to support the channel that way. The other way is on YouTube. There's a little like subscribe or a membership thing, and that's a monthly donation if you are so inclined. But of course, and go to the Etsy shop, and I will always send you an extra surprise if I know you're a diva. So those are the ways to support the channel. But thank you that you're already here, using your most precious commodity, your time, to hang out with us and have fun with us. So other things I've been doing is I've just been playing with my watercolors, my new watercolor set. And I've just been doing some stupid things on pages, some dumb things in a book, just testing my colors and just playing with colors, color combinations and things like that. Just monkeying around. Nothing much. I am not an artist by any way, shape, or means. I just play with color. And I want to teach some art techniques to the kids at the Boys and Girls Club, just because the other instructors are super afraid to do it. They have every Friday, they have little teaching things. And all the other teachers are like, oh, grown. I don't want to teach the art. I'm like, why? Why? I'm like, so like, no, please. I said, can I give you some tips on making art fun and not making a big deal of it, not being worried about outcomes. I mean, a lot of us have had, tell me if it's you, a lot of us have had art teachers that have said, okay, that's the way you're not supposed to do it. So, and I'm trying color combinations. And that kind of puts the kibosh on our enjoyment of art and our, wanting to teach other people art. So I'm trying to help loosen up the teachers a little bit. I love to just fool around with the watercolor for the fun of it. Art therapy at its best. Absolutely. Perfect understanding of it. Yes, to black hole. Here's my husband. Here's my hubby. Yes, he tried to teach me how to draw, and I suck at it. Two-dimensional stuff I really suck at, because my dimensions are like abstract stuff I love to do. But this is hubby, so there is no wrong when it comes to art. Thank you, Tracy. I totally agree. Now I want to show you my screen because I want to share again, and you've seen it, and it's not up. Hang on. I have to go into my email and make sure it's still here. Yes, it's there. It just was down. Let me see. Here it is. Present, share screen. I want to show you again. There she is. Isn't she adorable? He changed the dress to black. He changed the shoes to black, the dress to purple. He put a diamond on her apron pocket, changed the pocket to a gray, put some colored pencils and paintbrushes in there, gave her a little more rouge, put a cup of tea right in the floral circle. And one of them says Wanda's Craft Room, and I'm going to print that out for, Tammy had a great idea to make it into a diamond painting that can be like hang behind me in the craft room when I get it done. And this is going to be my moniker for the Wanda's Workbasket YouTube channel. And he gave me just her, and she is now going to be my little avatar. Like when I do some things, sometimes they'll show up on thumbnails for my YouTube things. She is just so freaking cute. Now, I have a much bigger nose than she does, but yeah, she's just so freaking adorable. I love it. And I wanted you all um to share with Dab here how much what you think of her. Because I adore her. One art teacher when I was in elementary school told me not to pursue art. That just sucks. That is so wrong. That is so wrong. Yes, he added your recommendations. Yes, absolutely. Knitting needles in the hair, Dawn. Yep. Yes, he did. Yep. Your brief intro to her last week was well worth it because I loved your idea about the diamond. I loved your idea about the teacup. I loved where he put it. That was his idea, right in the floral area. He does computer aided drafting, and he is also a graphic artist on the fly. He's been into graphic art since before we met. He made this little cartoon guy. We had our own cartoon going back and forth that he would create for me and stick in my locker in high school and stick on my door in college, and he would just draw me this cartoon. So he was into like cartooning way back then, and then he got into graphic art, and it just was awesome. I like how you and where you added the teacup. I do too. It's perfect. It's perfect. It was understated, but it was a perfect place. Yeah, she said I couldn't draw and gave me a D. I can't draw to this day, but I pursued photography and digital art. So she was wrong. Absolutely. Hey, you don't have to be a two-dimensional drawer in fine art practice to be an artist. Okay, Michelle. Glad you're here. You just have to play. It's creative play. It's like going back to your childhood, isn't it? That's why we like diamond painting, because of the color and the bling, the glisten of it. And we can't go wrong making a picture that somebody else made. We're just blinging it up and putting beauty on our walls. Right? Isn't that why one of the reasons you love diamond painting? Because you can't go wrong. The lines can get a little wibble wobble here and there, but there are ways to work that out or ignore it. Or ignore it, because you're playing with color, you're playing with shine. It just makes you happy. You can get lost in it. It's a mindfulness activity. You can either listen to something on the side. I'd like to know, I know from some of you, but some of you are new. I'd like to know what you do while you diamond paint. Do you listen to podcasts, TV, sports? Do you listen to YouTubes? Do you diamond paint with others? Would anybody be interested in a Zoom date where we all diamond paint together, where we can see each other and yap? Anybody be interested in I know a few of you are interested if we can get it together in another couple months. I have a Zoom room. We can be, there for a couple hours if we wanted to, and just sort of jump in and chat while we're YouTubing, and we don't have to tape it or anything. Or I can do a Zoom live and then throw it up onto the YouTube channel for others to be there with us and listen after the fact. That's okay too. We used to draw stuff even before we were dating, and I saved it. That's cute. Don't you love it? I saved a lot of mine too. You're listening to audiobooks, whip and chats. It's a good way to get caught up on other people's YouTubes. I listen to audiobooks. Oh yes, and Zoom. DP along would be fun. Yeah, it would be fun. I want to see and talk. I want to hear people's voices. I don't want to just chat at you. I want everybody to chat with me. Yes to Zoom. I listen to YouTubes all the time. Me too. Yes to Zoom, says Ruth. Zoom would be okay. That's great. I like to listen to Reddit stories. I do that too on YouTube or r/ and Let's Read. Yep, I do that too. Perfect. You would do Zoom. Zoom might work. Hard to chat and DP. No, it's not. You listen to everybody else kibitz, and once in a while you jump in. The problem that would be hard is if we all try to talk at once. That's the hard part. That's the hard part. Hey, Berta. You like Zoom and Paint and whatever with others. Cool. Yes. Etsy shop. Yep. Thank you. Yep. Yep. You listen to crime stuff? Yeah. I listen to, to some of the, you know what's fun? Go to the YouTube and look at Dry Bar Comedy. It's hilarious. I know Teresa watches Dry Bar Comedy, and it's hilarious and it's clean. Seems okay, but I currently have my camera taped off. Not a conspiracy theorist, but listening is my jam. That's okay, Marla. No big deal. It is difficult to know. You don't want the camera going on at weird times. Some people do try to break into that kind of thing. My mother used to save everything I drew as a child. She had a box of stuff. It appears that our grandson has artistic talent too. Yeah. Well, Mitchell, our son showed some as well, and our daughter is into graphic design, so she has the eye for it. She's the eye for it, and she does websites and graphic design and stuff like that too, like in advertising. And my mom had some. My aunt taught me some. You meant typing. Can only do one at a time. This is true. But you can keep your computer close to you. Love Dry Bar Comedy. Some of them are hilariously funny. There was this guy that did some bits that I watched yesterday. He did a wildebeest. He did an impression of a wildebeest. It was just hilarious. Crime podcast, YouTube stuff, watch movies, and listen to music while painting. Cool. Very cool. Thank you, Tammy. Oh, thank you, Berta. Thank you. Yes, she's an accomplished photographer too. Yes. My daughter who you saw last week is an accomplished photographer. Oh my gosh. I should show you some of her photographs, but they're on my other. I can make some diamond paintings out of her photographs. Absolutely. The ones from Longwood Gardens are just phenomenal. No prob with spell check. Oh, man. I don't have a huge well of things to... Okay, Gemma. See you in a minute. See you later. I don't have a huge well of things to chat with you about. Paying bills this week. Yuck. Don't want to shovel out my pavement yet. Yuck. You take care too, hon. How many are expecting snow tonight? That's a good question. Anybody else expecting snow this evening? I love having you here. Many of us are covered in snow. I saw, what was it, Teresa, who put up, who was it who put up on the work basket? Let me go over and just take a peek on the work basket. who was it? Sandy. Sandy woke up in Tennessee. And let's see, maybe I can share that screen with you too. Share screen, Facebook. I can't see how many inches, but it looks like maybe 6 inches of snow. That's Sandy's early morning. Let's see. Just low down to 17 here in Georgia. Second round of storms coming at us tonight. Hon, are we supposed to get any more snow tonight? Southwest Idaho. Clear 30 Fahrenheit. Bird is warmer than Georgia. Aha, 6 inches. Okay. I don't know. I didn't look at my phone to see what the forecast is. I don't watch the news, so let me look at the forecast. Severe weather alerts. Oh, joy. Until 11 p.m. tonight. Only a 1% chance of precipitation, though. No snow, but freaking cold. You betcha. Low teens overnight. My toes are cold. My mom says, well, put some slippers on. I'm like, yeah, I know. What is the severe weather alert then if it's not going to snow? Arctic air mass. Oh, lovely. Overspread southeast Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Maryland, and Delaware. Yeah, Muttnut, you're getting it. Single digits and low teens tonight. Yeah. Michelle's getting it too. Arctic weather blast. That's what the thing is for tonight. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. We have a chance at more snow on Friday. Joy, oh joy. I'd rather not go anywhere if I don't have to. Concentrate on making my videos and be home with the rest of all that business. Let's see. Hey, hon, are you still on? I have your birthday off. No school next week on Wednesday. Next week, Wednesday. They have another day off of school. So, and Mom's got your birthday present already over there. 28 and dropping, feels like 19 right now. Oh, yeah. Where I am in Alaska, we are definitely warmer than a lot of you. How can you be warmer in Alaska, Berta? That's not fair. We're getting your Arctic air mass. Thank you very much. I love snow until our frost-free water spigot for the horse fails. Oh, that's not good. Poor horsies. Poor horsies. Your kids go back to school on Thursday. I don't know what the school is tomorrow. Whenever the school has off, the club has off too, so I don't get to teach. It's crazy how often other states are so cold. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Sometimes we get that there's like, it's going to look opposite for you guys, but when you look at the map of the United States, the Arctic air mass comes from up above, and then it dips, and then it comes out toward the Atlantic. So it like sometimes you get, depending on where you are on that dip and how it moves across the United States, you get hit with colder weather. Nope, I live in a rainforest. It usually doesn't get that cold. A rainforest in Alaska. Hang on a minute. Berta, are you fibbing? Rainforest in Alaska. Where is there a rainforest in Alaska? Isn't that down in the equator? My boyfriend's birthday is Thursday, and yours is next Thursday. That's right. That's right. So it's Michelle's birthday next week as well, day after my hubby's. Happy early birthday, Michelle. And to your boyfriend, too. Our schools were scheduled out anyway. Martin Luther King Day, Professional Development Day, Report Card Day. Yep. You must be coastal. Juneau isn't that cold compared to some of us. Okay. The kids are out today due to the weather. Yeah, so were mine. So were my kitties. So were my kitties. I know what word we're going to use for the giveaway tool today. It's going to be a bad 4-letter word. I'll tell you what it is in a minute. You've been to Juneau, Alaska? Cool. I want to go to Alaska. That's one place I want to go. Oh my. Yep, south of Juneau, 90 to 95 miles away. Oh, wow. It's amazing how big Alaska is. It's like if you stick it on top of the continental United States, it takes up most of the whole country. I mean, it's like a continent in itself. It's amazing how big Alaska is. Absolutely amazing. But Juneau does get colder than us. Good time to go to Alaska because it's warmer there than here. We went on a cruise. That's why I was there. Port call. That would be fun. I want to go on a cruise to Alaska. I really do. Dawn has snow. So feel free to say, yep, Dawn, you got the word right. You got the word right. It's gorgeous in Alaska, though. Yep. I watch the gold shows, the gold rush shows, and mostly just for pictures to see Alaska, the gorgeous, mountains in the background, and just the amazing nature. And it just amazes me too to think of the wildlife in Alaska that are in such wilderness places that no human has ever seen, but yet there are flowers blooming that no human has ever seen. There are tops of mountains that nobody's been to. I mean, this is world around, but it just amazes me, and the wildlife, the beauty of it all. That's just for God's eyes alone, just for the love of beauty. And that just amazes me. That just absolutely amazes me. I want to see like the whole world. I know I'm too old to do the whole world now, but I would love to see the whole world. But I want to take a train trip that covers a chunk of Alaska County. I do too. I want to take that one with the bubble, the clear bubble over it. I've told Dab to black hole this a lot of time. Yep, Dawn, you got the 4-letter word right. that has that clear, like terrarium top to it, that when you go through Canada and Alaska, you can see the nature everywhere around you. I would be so awestruck. I would be in that car the entire time, just, wheel a potty out here for me because I'm not moving anywhere. Hello, Sandy. I like your pictures of the snow. Don't think so, just colder. No snow, it's just getting colder. Yeah. Yes, the Mountaineer. Yes, 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 that's exactly the one. That's exactly the one. Hey, Deb, how about for our 40th wedding anniversary? 2 years. Coming. Our 40th is in 2 years, right? It'll be 25 next year. So next year's our 40th. Next year's our 40th. Holy crow. And we knew each other for 8 years before that. So doing Alaska cruise in August. Oh, man. Sandy, I'm so jealous. Oh, man. I want to do that Mountaineer. Oh, my gosh. Just, it's like, no, I want to see the mountains. I want to be right underneath them. I want to see the snow peaks. I want to just be in awe. I remember as a kid just standing at the side of the Grand Canyon and the Painted Desert and just the Grand Tetons, being at the foot of the Grand Tetons and just wordless. I mean, speechless. I would love to live my life that way. You can cut glass. Well, thanks, dear. I don't get that way anymore. Your 25th. Congratulations, Sandy. It does sound amazing. It does sound amazing. That's what I love. So the next best thing, I found some YouTube channels where it takes you on like walking tours or bike tours of different places around the world. And it's like a couple hours at a time. So, but it's Whopper Wednesday. Your birthday next week? Yes, your birthday next week is Whopper Wednesday. So bring the Whoppers here. We can eat together. And if at all possible, get a balcony room. You can see everything without fighting people. Amen to that, Tammy. Yep. Get a balcony room. You're going to subscribe to your grandson channel. Oh, great, Sandy. That's cool. Very cool. Those videos would be great for treadmill. That's exactly right. That's exactly what I was thinking. I got this thing you sit on the floor and pedal. It doesn't exactly feel good because it keeps like bumping up and down. Like it's not like solid. It doesn't like suction up to a carpeted floor or anything. So it keeps popping up. But that's exactly, I thought if I had a big enough screen TV, it would be even better. But it's a decent size. It's okay. But I was thinking on taking those bike trail YouTubes and practicing the bike pedaling on the couch. That's what I was going to do for exercise, and I have to get back to doing that. Yeah, we're going to Burger King he's going to bring Burger King home for his birthday next week. That's what you have? What, the balconies? Yeah. Yes, kind of a recumbent. Yeah, kind of like that. That's kind of what it is. It's just those pedals but you can twist up the tension and that. It's supposed to tell you how many miles or how many minutes. It's just a cheap one off of Amazon. And it's so cheap, it wants to pedal away instead of stay in place. So it's a little bit of a pain in the butt, but Cold water is my drink of choice. Tea has been keeping me up late in the evening. White Castles are good. What's the one we ate, the burger place that we ate at in Arizona or California when we were there the last time? Movement is still movement. It counts. Yep. Yeah, it does. Even if the movement is trying to go after your recumbent bike as it slips out from underneath you. The people who live in Saudi Arabia don't like the Flintstones, but the ones in Abu Dhabi do. Oh, man. He's got the worst jokes. Hi, Annette. Glad to have you. Yeah, I think In-N-Out or Whataburger. One of those two. I'm not sure which one. They were pretty good. We have a place downtown in Souderton, though, that's fantastic. Oh, my God. Can't remember what it's called, but it's got, like, real ice cream milkshakes. Not this spin some flavor in some white crap, but real Hershey's ice cream in a milkshake. The burgers are huge, and the chicken burgers too. They are huge, and it's delicious. He's being funny. Yeah. Yabba Dabba Doo, Abu Dhabi. I think that's what he was going for there. That was the joke. Abu Dhabi, Yabba Dabba Doo, Abu Dhabi Doo. I think that was the joke. You can't eat any of that anymore? I know, right, Annette? I'm like, I've been drinking too much tea, and I've been going to the bathroom twice in the middle of the night. And it's like, I don't want to put my diamond painting off my lap to get up to go to the bathroom. Yeah. They're so much better than Burger King. Yeah, exactly. Okay. I would hardly ever eat if I hardly ever ate out. Dallas is your first name, Justin. Did I miss something? I don't see a Dallas. Dab, yeah, Dab. No. No. Well, we're almost to the time where I want you to put that 4-letter word in the chat. The 4-letter word of snow. SNOW is the 4-letter word for tonight that we're going to put in the chat to win the prize. That we're going to go the giveaway tool. Now, I didn't understand. Somebody said last time, why would we need to run the StreamYard tool several times before it hits? I've never had a problem with it. I'm just asking that if you won already this time around, like the last 2 Tuesdays or the Saturday, the little prize, not to try to win tonight. I want to give everybody an even chance to win one of the littler prizes. My hometown of New Jersey is getting a lot of that white stuff. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yep. That is the word of the night. That is the word of the night. My username is the first one I ever had on DARPnet, precursor internet. Yeah, we were on chat boards, like for scouting and stuff, on DARPAnet way before the internet was like the internet, because hubby was into that a long, long time ago. I mean, when AOL was brand new, we didn't have AOL. We refused to do that, which was fine with me. But, I mean, I was one of the first for our bank to go to internet banking, and I had like all zeros, and the number 36 was like my 36th one at my bank to ever go for the internet banking. I mean, we were on the internet before the internet was popular, I think. You're getting your notifications so late. You are? You're getting notifications late? I'm sorry to hear that. I don't know how to change that. I don't know how to change that. I put them up late. Met online 27 years ago. There you go. You beat the trend for that too. Meeting online. Before that was a trend too. Hubby and I met in high school. Oh man. I wouldn't know anything about computers if it wasn't for Mark. I started calling him Mr. Dab a while back. I didn't have the time to type in the whole name. That's okay. Yep. Yep. Yeah. The internet looked a heck of a lot different when we started into it. Remember the movie what was it, War Games? Where the war computer had to play tic-tac-toe to learn that war was futile because it couldn't win. And that's how it got out of nuclear missiles. Yep, that's his original username all throughout interneting. Wasn't that fun? Want to play a game? Yep. Yep. And that's a Jersey girl. Want to play a game? Loved that movie. Loved that movie. Oh, you know what? I met an ex-adult on Adult Friend Finder. Would not recommend. Ah, okay. Good to know, Marla. Don't the other word. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, Tammy. Even if the word is in there twice, it doesn't matter. It only counts it once. The giveaway tool only counts it once. The other one, we had a favorite song, but I think it should have been something else. Our song should have been something from the theme from Electric Dreams. Who remembers Electric Dreams? The movie where the cellist in San Francisco, the cellist heard the upstairs computer guy. The computer was talking to the cellist, and they fell in love. Yeah. It doesn't matter, Dawn. You don't have to delete one. It only counts one. Don't worry about it. No worries. It only counts you once. So who knows about Electric Dreams? Do you remember? Anybody remember Electric Dreams? I'm about to hit the button for the snow. Da, 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 da. I had cellos playing at our wedding because of Electric Dreams. So it was 1984, 1985. All right, I'm going to go to share the giveaway tool window. And let's see. Start collecting 15 entries. All right. Are we ready? You vaguely remember the storyline, but not quite the whole story. Watch Electric Dreams. Watch Electric Dreams. You'll love it. Okay. All righty, Rooney. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ready? Drum roll, please. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ah, there you go. Hello, hello. Congratulations. Congratulations. I want to look on my, I just want to be sure that I got, I don't think, all right. Yeah. Trish from Texas, right? Am I right? Trish from Texas. So make sure I got my TM correct. Trish from Texas. I'll be sending a present down to Texas. Down where there is no snow. I like to watch the Rangers. I don't know, they're park rangers. The nature, they preserve the nature and the hunting and that kind of thing. I like to watch the park rangers. Right now they're doing the ones from Montana, but they had ones from Texas doing it for quite a while, and then they had like the northern New England states and stuff too before, and they were in Texas, and that was nice. But we're still on. We're still on. Okay. Let's see. Aww. Lone Star Law. There you go. That's it. Thank you, Michelle. You got it. Good night, Anita. Good night. TM, am I right that you are Trish from Texas? I just want to double check. I just want a yes or no, so that to make sure I've got the right person to send the gift to. I do. I love Animal Planet too. Yes. Okay. Yes, I got it right. Okay. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you, Tammy. Perfect. Yes, perfect. All right. I'll get something in the mail as soon as I get plowed out. We were plowed out. The driveway was plowed out today, but I'll get it up in the mail in a couple days. Sharon Honeybun, you're a little bit late, but that's okay. Welcome, welcome. You're welcome, Trish. Not a problem. We were talking about our joyful 4-letter word snow tonight. And a dinner station usually have some neat nature shows. Yeah, they do. I remember my grandfather used to take me to our local high school once a year. This adventure hunter would do his home movies at the local high school, and I would go. Gotcha. Good reason. Would show us his hunting escapades. I'm not talking about the ones that I can't stand from Africa. You know, I'm not talking about endangered animals or anything like this. This would be like Montana or Wyoming or the big game across the country, or North America, South America, like that, and his adventures. And I guess that's why I like those nature shows too, because it reminds me of my sitting with my grandfather. I'm sitting at, yes, and the Mutual of Omaha Wild Kingdom. Yeah, watch them all the time too. Love them. That's kind of like what Animal Planet's like now, except when you get the weird shows. You get some really strange shows. Yeah, Doctari. Who remembers Doctari? And born free as the wind blows. Da 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 da. They were good shows. They were really good shows. Poor Jim, he got mauled so much. Yeah. Oh, and the alligator hunt, the alligator wrestler was good. My husband wrestled an alligator when he was in his 20s. He was, yep. He has a few good series called. Did you run out of any colors in this butterfly diamond painting? Tam, I'm glad you asked that because I ran out of one color in my Insane in the Membrane one I'm doing. And I think I had two bits left. I don't think I need the color anymore in it. Yeah, Curiosity is a good channel. We're just watching Freevee right now. It's an Amazon thing. We're watching Freevee. Some things on there right now. BBC America. 3 good series called Art. I love that series. Okay, you rode an alligator, not wrestled it. Yes, thank you. When you're down in Louisiana for military training, one of the Cajun boys took you riding alligators. When they did their what did they call it? What did you call it? Boil. Some kind of boil. Yep. I remember. I'd love the stories you told, which I wish you would have written to me when you were there, but hey, whatever. Whatever. I got to hear the stories anyway, and I loved it. He's led a very interesting life, you guys. He really has. He's in the Air Force. You live in Louisiana. You're not coming close to an alligator. Well, he was young and dumb, Yeah, crawfish boil. That's what they called him. And he was young and dumb. And away from his girlfriend who could talk some sense into him for not doing it. My nerdiness is going to show, but my current favorite TV series is How It's Made. Talk to hubby about that. He loves How It's Made. He loves How It's Made. And we like the shows, too, where it starts with one thing, the invention of one thing, and how it leads through all this convoluted history to something completely different and new and, invented or discovered at the other end of it all. We like those convoluted trails through history. Hubby is from Louisiana, and I still won't try gator. I don't blame you, Trish. Tastes just like chicken, right? That's the snake. Snake just tastes just like chicken. I love foods that built America, toys that built America on the History Channel. Yeah, we love the toy channels too. We sit there and live out our childhood watching those things. My son loved How It Was Made until he was 6. Until he was 6? Only 6? I hope I have this DMC in my leftover drills. How much are you missing, Tammy? How much are you still missing? And what number do you need? And is it round or square? Because I know I have them somewhere if you need some. Guy on YouTube called Huggabees who does parodies on How It's Made. Oh, yes. That he is so much fun. You write that down, Huggabees, if you guys like YouTube things. It's hilarious. It's as much fun as watching Let's Game It Out. Try to break video games. But Huggabees is like how it's made, but it's hilarious. Alligator does too, depending on how it's made. Had some in Louisiana. Oh, go. I'll have to check that guy out. Yeah, you do. He's hilarious. Good, Tammy. I'm telling you, really, if you need it. You know what? Somebody put in the Facebook group a couple that they were missing to do to do their own. And I told her to just put him in there, and I never got back to her. I feel so bad. Who was it? I'll have to go back and look. Just showed me Let's Game It Out last week. It is crazy. Oh, Tammy. Some of them are hilarious. The ones with the roller coasters where the people fly off. Just, that got me. That just, I was rolling in the floor laughing with that one. Now he still loves it. He's 14. He wants to be an aeronautical engineer. Good for him, Ruth. Good for him. That's fantastic. I am going to write that down on here because if I don't write it down, it doesn't exist. So I've got to look through the Facebook group and see if that person still needs the drills or project. And that was months ago. I'm so far behind on that. Tell me, what did you need? Oh, yeah. The giraffes at the zoo. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh, yes. Tammy. Drills. I have so many of them to put away now, so I've got to get to my drills anyway. Oh, my gosh. Robas. He's, what is he, Swedish? He's hilarious to listen to, and he does the race games, and he's like, just crashes into everything, and it's hilarious. Robas is hilarious. He does have some off-color, so if you're not into, if you're okay with a little off-color language, he's fine. You won't mind him, but just be aware that he does have some off-color language, but he's hilarious. Yeah, they're all good for a good laugh. And we all need some good laughter right now. Love that you say, if you don't write it down, it doesn't exist. I always say that if I don't write it down, my total spent on diamond painting, it didn't really just happen. Oh, yeah, we won't talk about how much I spent on diamond painting. Yeah, well, when come tax time, I was like, yeah, I'm not, no. No, really, with my adult ADD, I'm pretty sure if it's been around for a long time, if I don't write it down, it doesn't exist. If I put it away, sometimes it doesn't exist. I hide things on myself. And the other thing is, if I don't see it, it doesn't exist. What's the other? Oh, I used to call my planner my brain, because if I'd ever lose it, I'd lose my mind. You know, a calendar with the plans, the daily stuff you have to do. Oh, yeah, Robot Sims games are insane. Yeah. It's just, even if you don't play games, listening to some of these things are hilarious. If you put cookies on top of the refrigerator, they lose all their calories. Right, because calories are afraid of heights. Yep. You know, I love saying that too. Yes. Famous last words to myself. If I put it somewhere safe, never find it again. So true. My mom one time hid some shirts. I swear she must have thrown them out. She hid some shirts somewhere that she was going to give somebody for Christmas and never, ever, ever, ever found them again. Now, we've lived in this house for over 60 years. My grandparents for 70 years, and they're no longer with us. But we've had this house for over 70 years in our family. You think Somewhere along the line, those shirts would have shown up. Never, 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 never. Yeah, never. Yeah. All right, Thames, that's good. Feel free. You can text me too. My mom called her calendar her brain. Exactly. Exactly. That's what I do. Call it my brain, because if I ever lost it, I'd lose my mind. Now I have too many planners for different things. One planner for Wanda's Workbasket, one planner for Drawing Nearer, my other channel that is just starting to work its way up. Please visit Drawing Nearer on YouTube and drawingnearer.com. But that's for spirituality. That's my more serious side. What was I going to say? Oh, one for my weekly, and instead of, and now this is one of my tips. Every evening, instead of doing a to-do list, I have plenty of to-do lists and they always like disappear. They drive me nuts, but if I don't write it down, it doesn't happen. All right, so some way to organize my to-do lists, I have that. But I also have a ta-da list. At the end of every day, you make a list of things you accomplished. I don't care how small it is. I washed the dishes today. I cleaned out half a drawer today. I found that Christmas present today. Whatever. Or I went to work. I didn't wake up with a headache. Whatever you accomplish during the day, give yourself an atta-girl at the end of the day by writing out a ta-da list. You know, it's cool to cross things off of a to-do list, but I'm telling you, that's never ending. There's always more. There's always more you have to move from one list to the next. There's always going to be, if you have a creative brain, you always have more ideas and more things in your brain that you could ever accomplish in a lifetime. So you need a to-do list, and you need to look over it every once in a while to say, you know what? I'm not just a lazy butt. This is what I got done. And you can do it in categories if you want to. This is my home category. This is my spirituality category. This is my internet category. This is my mail and my bills category. Whatever. My work categories, whatever you have. Just make yourself a ta-da list at the end of every day. I'm still looking for some Starbucks gift cards I bought for stockings last year. I have some gift cards I haven't used yet, and I promised them to my son, and now I can't find them. Recently found a Christmas present that you, for me, that you had hidden years ago. Cool, 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 cool. Oh, I'm glad you like it. Text yellow goal. I don't understand what that, I know I've seen those things with the text and the colors. I don't understand what that means. We looked for mom's brain a lot. You know, everybody writes gratitude things, and you can write gratitude on your to-do list if you want to, and that's a wonderful thing. But I needed a to-do list. I don't understand that, love. You know, another great thing about being married for 38 years, when you have a little argument, I'm telling you, when you have a little argument, you know you're not going to get divorced. You know, you give them a couple days, and then you can listen to each other why you had that argument, and you won't argue about it. You just give them a couple days to blow it off, and then you revisit it when you both have had a good time. We had a little dust up on New Year's Day, and like last week we went out to breakfast, we did our shopping and stuff, and then on the way home we worked it out. No big deal. We just had to find a way to listen to each other about what was underneath it. It's so good that when you've been married for quite a while, it's like you realize things are not going to end in tragedy just because you don't agree with each other on something, or just because you get under each other's nerves, because after 38 years, you sure as hell do get under each other's nerves. Don't underestimate the little things. Some days just getting up is an accomplishment for some. Yes, Tracy, I love you. Yes, absolutely, for sure. Hey, if you have disabilities, if you have fibromyalgia, if you have social anxiety, if you are depressed, if you have whatever, if it's cold out and you don't want to get your butt out to take the trash out, I'm sorry, that's an accomplishment for the day. When it's cold, just getting the blanket off of your lap and the shawl off of your shoulders is a major accomplishment. Nothing is too small for that to-do list. And who the heck else is going to see it? Only you. You can have your best friend burn them after before you get dementia, before you pass from this life, you make a pact with your best friend or your spouse. Have them burn them so that you don't visit all that stuff on your kids later on. I have every journal I've ever written in since I was in second grade. Now, granted, in second grade, all I ever wrote was, I hated Brussels sprouts. I'm not eating them ever again in my life. Or I argued with my brother today. All right, granted, that was, it. Or don't ask me to do chores again this week. That stupid stuff. But I have every journal I've ever written in or arted in or collaged in or done since I was in second grade. And there are shelves full of them. And I don't want to visit any of that crap on my kids because there were times you just had to blow off steam. And I need someone to burn them before I go. There are days that my to-do list would only have getting out of bed on it. Yep, Sharon, I get it. Absolutely, Sharon. But you can always write, gave kisses to my parrot and my puppy and my hubby. That can always be on your to-do list. Come on, Sharon. You can think of more than that. Long-haired hippie dragon is my friend Sharon, and we've been friends since we were toddlers, near toddlers. So, I guess we've been friends longer than. Yep, and that's okay is right. But I think we need to give ourselves more credit, too. I think we need to give ourselves more credit. We don't. It may not seem like an accomplishment for anybody else in the world. But if you know it's an accomplishment for you, write it down. I won't write in a journal because I don't want my kids to find them. As my sisters found my mom's, it was not good. Yeah, Tammy, that could be a problem. If you want to be honest in your journals, you need something to do with them later on. There's a way to do that with art journaling. You can write your feelings out, but then you can art journal over top of it, so you know what's underneath it, but there's no way anybody else will be able to read that. Sometimes the only way I know what I'm feeling is if I'm writing it out or talking it out with somebody. Some days I don't know what I'm feeling unless I hear myself say it or see myself write it out. I've been writing that long, and every day, almost every day, some days it's just like the weather. Some days it's just like I accomplished this or that today, or I want to do this or that, or here's my plans, or I'm dreaming about this. These are my dreams, interpreting my dreams, stuff I was mad at. It's not always good what's written in them. Writing can be it's extremely therapeutic. You were never one to write in journal. No. Some don't. Some have some stigmas behind writing because, and I'm not saying this about you, Sharon. It's just, I mean, I know some who won't write because of, well, in fourth grade, I was really dissed for my handwriting by a teacher. She pushed my desk up against the chalkboard. She held so that everybody's eyes were boring into my back in third grade. She held my writing up in the air and said, "Class, this is the way you're not supposed to do it." My handwriting was horrible. It's still pretty doctorish now, but it's been horrible for most of my life, and I've really been working on it because now I enjoy writing script. I enjoy writing longhand. I write everything longhand because I write my journals that way. I can't even read some of my writing from way back when. And that's not a bad thing. But some people have had stigmas. Maybe they have dyslexia. Maybe they have other, like, reading comprehension problems. Maybe they have other things that won't let them write it out, and that's fine. You don't have to be an author. You don't have to have a big vocabulary to write down how you feel. That's what I love art too. You can express yourself with color and gluing things down on a paper, that kind of thing. You don't have to write your thoughts out. I want to do some art journaling with kids so that they can express their emotions in different ways. They don't have to write it out. I would never write my story because I would never want my kids to see lots of people want me to write a book. You can do it under a nom de plume, under a fake name. But with the internet nowadays, people are, can easily find that. Been a rough year with Hub's heart attack, Mom's decline, and passing, and trying to get through a major renovation. I get so overwhelmed. I could do nothing but make my bed as the only thing on my checklist. I hear you. I hear you. Please know that I hear you. The past 2 years, I lost 8 people close to me. I'm so tired of losing people that I love. I'm so tired of that. And losing a church family, losing a lot through spiritual trauma, losing a livelihood, losing my ability to walk right, and losing people who've died. I'm so tired of grief and loss at this point. It's not funny. So yeah, I get it. Some days all you want to do is getting out of bed. Today, I didn't get out of bed. I don't go to bed. I sleep in a chair. I didn't get out from underneath the blanket until noon. That was today. But the rest of the day was packed full after that. I don't want them to read them, as I knew how my mom felt about things I did in life, and it wasn't nice. And then I don't need to read them either. No, you don't need to read them. It's their own therapy. You don't have to read their journals. You can just get rid of them. You don't want to visit your pain, your temporary pain, on somebody else and make them feel bad for it. I don't want my kids seeing stuff I wrote when they were little. It just was my temporary pain, and I don't want to cause them permanent trauma because of my temporary pain that I went through. Parenting's not fun. And if you've got kids, that are difficult for whatever reason and have their own difficulties, or if you have parents or relatives or whatever that you're taking care of, it's not fun. And you have to get your feelings out somehow. Now, I do go to counseling. I've been in counseling off and on since I was little. I've had depression off and on since I was I think it was like 3rd grade when they first diagnosed my depression, and been on those little pills since then, off and on. Just a chemical imbalance that runs down in my dad's family. Thank you, Dad. But so some of the stuff you write down is for your own therapy. Nobody else has to read them. Nobody else has to read them. Maybe when they're older, they could handle the story. That's true. Maybe. Can you imagine if someone showed us this stuff when we were young? You'd have, oh, Lord, no. No. You know what? I think that's why God does not tell us the future often. There's a couple things he prepares you for every once in a while along the way. There's a few things I've been prepared for along the way, but most of the time, like I knew the name when my children were gestating. Before they were born, I knew their names. I knew part of their temperament. I knew what difficulties they were going to have. I wrote them in my journal. I have all that stuff. There's a couple other things that I was prepared for before it happened. They're just some things that I needed to prepare for ahead of time. I don't like that gift, but there's a lot of things I've not been prepared for, and I don't want to know, because if we were shown our future before it got there, none of us would go. I don't think so. I don't think any of us would want to go. We go kicking and screaming in the opposite direction, and thank God that we were blind to it until it happened. As long as I even threw my blankets back over my sheet, I accomplished something. Yep. Totally. I'm with you there, sister. I'm so with you there, sister. I mean, if someone taught us art, writing, and self-worth. Yes, Tracy. Yes. And that's why I love working with kids, and I want to keep working with art therapy and teens and young adults, and help them express themselves in creative, safe ways. Let them talk about this crap. That's why I'm taking spiritual direction in trauma, so that I can be a trauma-informed spiritual care person, so that I can help young adults and other people get that stuff out. They have to be seeing a therapy counselor as well. I'm not a therapist, but I want people to be able to express themselves in ways and bring up their self-worth and have those aha moments and connect with a deeper divine in ways that they've never done that before, in ways that were miraculous and healing for me. I want everybody to feel that way, that they have hope, that art and writing and play with color, play with media, not worried about the outcome, not worried about, oh, this is not museum quality, so you're not going to be an artist the rest of your life. No, it's not the outcome. It's the actual working of it that is the joy. It's being a kid again. It's playing again. It's getting messy and having fun. And if you learn something about yourself and your life in a safe environment, what's better than that? What's better than that? That's my passion, you guys. That's my passion. And that's some of what I want to come out on Draw You Nearer. That's my passion, you guys. It's always been. Looking back on my life now, I'm glad I went through this one thing at a time and didn't know it was coming. Amen. Amen, Ruth. Amen, Ruth. But what if we could have been prepared with tools that when those things would happen to us later in life, that we at least had some tools to use, that it wouldn't nearly kill us in the process? What if we had tools like journaling, like scribbling, like putting paint on paper, like cutting up magazines and gluing them down, over top of words that we like scratch holes in our paper. What if we had those tools to know, to understand how, what we're feeling? I mean, kids don't know what they're feeling. They don't know how to express it, and they don't know words for it. If they put it in art, if they play with shaving cream, if they pound on clay, if they, manipulate media, pop some balloons, stuff like that. If they had those tools to learn at least how to describe what they're feeling, they could at least talk to somebody about it later on when crap does happen. Every single person goes through life. No person is unscathed. No one goes through life without trauma. Those who try to push it away, the worst, have had, and a lot of it to happen to them. And you need somebody or some way or something to be able to let it out. And if you have those tools ahead of time, how much farther would we have been? I'm 62 now, and I'm just getting free of it. And I've worked on my trauma for over 20 years, and it wasn't that big of compared to other people's traumas, it wasn't that huge. And I'm just getting free of it now after 20 years. I get so passionate about helping other people cope. I got to stop now because I got to calm down, because I'm going to be going on about this all night long if you let me. Everyone has a story, is right. And everyone needs a safe place to let it out. Everyone needs a safe person to listen and say, I hear you. You are still loved. You are still worthwhile. You are still loved by God and by me. And there's nothing that you could say or do, or nothing that has happened to you, that can take that worth and love away. Nothing and no one has the right to take that away from you. And here's a toolbox that you can take and play with. Here is a toy box. Not toolbox. Here is a toy box. A toy box you can play in. Thank you for getting me off the topic. That is a good place to end tonight. Thank you. Sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm off my soapbox. I promise you. And we will be ending shortly. Fairy dust drills. My opinion is still out on those. I'm beat too, honey bun. Thanks for dropping in, Cher. Congratulations, Trish, for winning. My opinion on fairy dust drills is still out. I haven't seen them worked up into a painting and seen it in different lights to know how it reacts to light. And that's what I think. That's what I think is the... I need to see them worked in a painting, and I need to see the painting in different lights, different times of day, different shadows, to see if I like it or not. Let me know if you guys like them. Much love to everyone. I'm sorry I got on my soapbox tonight. But that's, if you want more of that passion, come over and see me on Drawing Near one of these days. And I will see you next week for chat, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that would be a giveaway night as well. That would be the 23rd. And then the 27th on Saturday, we're back with Zara and Gemma for our grand prize giveaway, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm sorry, West Coast, that it's so early, but we need to make it that way because if it were in the evening or any later, then Zara wouldn't be able to join us because it's 13 hours ahead. She's way ahead of us, gals. And then there will be a live again on the 30th. If I have stuff left over, I'll probably still give away a little prize. But okay, don't forget, keep putting your goodies up in the Wanda's Workbasket Facebook group so I can share the fun with y'all. Night, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Take care. Don't forget to like on your way out. You too. Don't get stuck in the snow. Stay safe, everybody. Bye.